All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today. We're going to be looking at something that you might not think about every day, which is
Mm,
the connection between our gut microbiome and our immune system.
yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
So I was reading that something like 70 to 80% of our immune cells actually reside in our gut.
Yeah, wild, isn't it?
It is.
Hmm.
Makes you think twice about, what you eat.
Yeah.
So we are going to be looking at a scientific review today, and the title of it is a mouthful. It's called The Interplay Between the Gut Microbiome and the Immune System in the Context of Infectious Diseases Throughout Life, and the Role of Nutrition in Optimizing Treatment Strategies.
Catchy.
Right,
That's
exactly.
going to be up on the Billboard charts.
Billboard, here we come.
But-
So yeah, today we're going to be kind of looking at how this interplay affects our susceptibility to infection throughout our lives
Meh.
and how nutrition can play a role.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people are starting to become more and more aware of,
Yeah.
that the gut microbiome isn't just about digestion. It really is impacting our immune system,
Hmm.
both locally in the gut, but also systemically throughout the body.
So when we say gut microbiome, just to
Yeah.
kind of like remind everybody what is actually living in there and why is it so powerful?
Yeah, so you've got trillions of bacteria, fungi, viruses, all living in our digestive tract.
Wow.
And this microscopic community is in constant communication with our immune system.
Hmm.
So you can almost think of it as like a training ground where our immune cells
Ah,
learn to distinguish between harmless substances
okay.
and potential threats.
So having like a diverse gut microbiome, I imagine, that would help our immune system stay sharp
Absolutely.
and ready to kind of fight off infections?
Yeah, like a diverse rainforest
Right.
versus like a monoculture field of corn.
Right, exactly.
Much more resilient. And what's interesting too is that that relationship evolves throughout our lives, right?
Yeah.
So from infancy to old age,
Right.
the composition of our gut microbiome changes, which impacts our susceptibility to infections.
I want to talk about what I think is one of the coolest parts of all of this, is the role of nutrition.
Yeah.
And the review really highlights this, that what we eat can actually kind of shape
Totally.
this gut immune connection.
For sure. Because what we consume is providing nourishment not only for us,
Right,
but also for our gut microbiome.
right.
So for instance, a diet that's rich in fiber,
Okay.
that is going to feed beneficial bacteria,
Yeah.
leading them to produce
Okay.
short-chain fatty acids. Have you heard of these?
I have heard of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, like, what
They sound so unsexy.
they do.
Yeah.
But what do they actually do? Why are they so important?
Yeah, so they have remarkable anti-inflammatory effects,
Oh, wow.
and they also strengthen the gut barrier,
Interesting.
making it harder for pathogens to actually penetrate and cause infections.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like reinforcing the walls of a fortress.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Okay, so you're saying, like, basically changing what we eat
Yeah.
can potentially make us more resilient to infections.
Yeah, there's a lot more research to be done in this area, but there is a growing body of research suggesting that dietary modifications can influence that balance of bacteria
Mm-hmm.
in our gut and boost immune function
Right.
and reduce the risk of infection.
So could you give us some examples, like what are some dietary changes that people could implement?
Totally. So, increasing your consumption of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, that's a great foundation.
Right, the usual
The
suspects.
usual suspects, exactly.
Yeah.
So, vibrant salads,
Mm-hmm.
hearty lentil soups,
Yeah,
swapping white bread for whole grain,
love it.
and then also incorporating fermented foods
Oh, right.
like yogurt and kimchi, which introduce live beneficial bacteria into your gut.
Like giving your gut army reinforcements.
Exactly.
I like it. I'm already thinking of things that I can change. So we've kind of established that nutrition is key here. And I'm curious, like, where is the science headed next?
What's really interesting is that we're seeing the application of this knowledge in personalized medicine.
Oh, cool.
So, clinicians are starting to use this
Yeah.
to analyze an individual's gut microbiome and recommend specific dietary changes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
So it's about tailoring solutions to each person's unique
Right.
microbial profile.
Wow. So really this tiny world within us has this huge impact
Totally.
on everything.
Yeah, it's humbling.
It is humbling. So I think the big takeaway here is that the gut microbiome is a powerful ally when it comes to fighting infections.
For sure.
And that, again, what we eat plays this crucial role in shaping this ecosystem.
Absolutely.
So I guess the question for everybody listening is, what's one small change you can make today to start cultivating a healthier gut and a stronger immune system?
I love that.
And yeah, just remember that even those minor adjustments can have a huge impact on your overall well-being.
Can't emphasize that enough.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.